Hey, this is Paul from Origin, and you're listening to Metal Wani.
Alright, so this is Dallas with Metal Wani here with Paul from fucking Origin after literally the best show I've ever seen. No shit. How you been?
Great, man. Tonight was fantastic. I fucking loved it. It was high energy crowd.
I missed it, but I heard it was good.
Oh, man, it was good. It was a high energy show, man. It's half us, half the crowd. It seemed like the crowd was ready for it and starving for it. So we brought it, they took it, they gave it back.
Yeah. So, alright, well then how's the rest of the headlining tour been thus far?
So far, it's just the first week. We've been out for about over a month now. We just did Summer Slaughter, and just literally just like within the last week, we just joined forces with King Parrot, Beyond Creation, and Abolishment of Flesh. We've had some great local opening bands at all the shows we've done so far. So it's definitely like death metal is raging right now, and the crowds are going good too. So really stoked on it.
Sweet, yeah, especially tonight. Alright, now just coming off of Summer Slaughter, how would you say this compares to it?
Well, it's a lot different. It's Summer Slaughter is an 8-hour show, so it's a different dynamic. I mean, we're playing with more like grind and death metal bands, where Summer Slaughter had like some metalcore and some old school death metal, and then some brutal death metal, and then some technical death metal, and then some I don't know what you call progressive. I don't know what you call it, but it's a diverse package. It's an 8-hour show. It's a long show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is a good package. It's got tons of technicality, lots of grind, lots of fun. Every night's been fun for the bands on tour, and I feel like the fans have walked away with a good time as well.
That's all you can really ask for, I suppose. Now, all this has been after following the latest album, Omnipresent. How has that been received so far?
It's been going great. I mean, we were playing 3 songs on Summer Slaughter off the new album. The album came out July 8th. We were on the road July 9th, you know what I mean? So we've been out.
No hesitation.
Yeah, we're just going out there and bringing it. The pre-sales are really good. The response and the have been great. I mean, there's always haters drinking on the haterade, but we're gonna bring it. We're here to piss them off. We're here to bring them plenty of stuff to hate on. So if they don't like it, we'll be back out on the road again, so they can hate on us some more. But the response overall has been great. Been playing shows since the album came out, and I guess the album's doing really well.
Yeah.
From what I understand, but we've been selling CDs, which is unheard of these days. So it's going good for me. I mean, I don't really monitor it by sales. I monitor it by the people at the shows and the people having a good time at the shows, and saying that they needed to have the death metal show. So that's been good for us.
Sweet. Well, yeah. I mean, if people aren't hating you, you're obviously not doing something right.
Right. Yeah.
So let's see. So what was the main kind of inspiration, the kick for Omnipresent, like the big move that got the ball rolling?
Well, it was Jason Kaiser had joined the band right after Entity was recorded, and basically 3 years of road dogging it, or 2 years of road dogging it with him and traveling, kind of learned who the band was. It's a little different album but it's still Origin. It's the band that we are today, and he's a good presenter. He makes the crowd participation, audience participation, a part of the show. We're just it's not, when we come to your town, it's your stage, it's not our stage. You're hosting us, and we're just trying to bring everyone a good time. And basically, I wrote the album around, instead of just writing it around just pure on speed, I try to write it with a little bit more dynamics, so we could play a longer set and have more energy. If you just play one style the whole set, people get bored and stuff. So we try to bring a couple different dynamics to it, some old grindcore, some atmospheric shit. So it's good. and it's a representation of the band today of what we want to do and having a good time. We're up here playing some pretty serious metal, but I'm watching the crowd with listening to some brutal metal and a lot of smiles on the faces in front of me.
So then, where do you go from after not only this tour but this record? Like maybe a year or two down the road.
Well, here's the thing. After this tour, there will be another tour in 3 weeks off announced, and then we have a week off, and then we're going to Europe for a month. And then it's Christmas and New Year's, and then we're doing 70,000 tons of metal. We just got announced for Maryland Deathfest in May. There's going to be more touring. We're really bringing it hard on this album, so it's going to be pretty busy. I have some material. I always have material that didn't make it on the last album or from the album before. I got a lot of material. It's just getting the time to, go home and sit down and think about what worked live and what didn't work and what I'd like to do on guitar and the band feels like we need to present to ourselves and to our fan base. Don't want to write the same album, so it takes a little bit. We're going to try to crack the whip a little harder so we can put out another album sooner. So as far as right now, we're just trying to be omnipresent on tour.
There you go. Nothing but ridiculously big things with 70,000 tons and Maryland Deathfest.
Yeah.
So now, this is a game I kind of like to play with everybody, especially the guitarists or bassists. It's a fun game of hypotheticals. Your perfect guitar rig, any guitar, any cab, any head. Money is not an option. Any year from any point in time in history, plus effects if you feel like it. Just anything.
Well, I'm just going to stick with what I got, and it's what I love. I got a Jackson Warrior, and I have a Mesa Stereo 100 with a Mesa rectifier preamp, DBX 166 XL noise gate compressor limiter. I got a rack tuner that's a little damaged, so I'll take a new one of those. And I got a Mesa rectifier cabinet. I got EMG 8185. I got all nice cables, so I'm pretty stoked on I wouldn't change anything I got. I'm pretty happy. Maybe another one.
There you go.
What's better than one?
Two. Maybe even 3,
Yeah.
just because fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, now the second follow-up question is perfect lineup. Maybe say 3 bands, any gig, and anywhere in the country, in the world. Who, what, and where?
Oh, wow. Well, let's see here. Let me think about this here. I'm gonna
Throw some curveballs.
I'm gonna do some repping here. I'm gonna stick with the boys in King Parrot right now because they're bringing it. They bring a smile to my face every night, and we're gonna stick us in the middle of this bill, and then we're gonna go Legends with Bolt Thrower because I feel like after the high energy of the first 2 bands, it'd be good to sit there and headbang. And Bolt Thrower's one of my favorite bands. So I'm gonna say that could happen. Hint, hint. But I'm not saying it's gonna happen. But that would be a great lineup. I think that would be a good package for anywhere in the world. I think it could draw.
Yeah, I mean, cough, cough, Bolt Thrower. Him.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're still here.
Are you? Hello? So now, what are your thoughts on the current state of metal? What's all the new stuff coming out? All the tours going on? All the intermittent drama, etc.
Well, I feel like there is an extreme amount of talent. There is some changes in the styles and sounds of death metal today. I'm still a traditionalist. I like the old Earache. I like the old Roadrunner stuff. There's an amazing amount of talent out there today. Some of it I don't get, but if kids are listening to extreme music, whether it's metalcore, grindcore, hardcore, death metal, at least it's heavy music and not some other stuff that's manufactured somewhere in some bank. So I feel like it's good for kids playing music. I always call it a positive release of negative energy to get out there and sometimes I think there's a lot of problems in this world and displaced anger and stuff, and if you have an outlet like a guitar or bass, or just screaming into a microphone or playing drums. You know, I'm fucking going to a death metal show and getting it all out in the mosh pit. You know, it's a lot better than some of the things that are going on in the outside world. So, you know, heavy music, you know, they say it comes in waves, and it has throughout it comes in cycles and stuff, but I feel like there's a lot of kids out there playing guitar, trying to make an impression on themselves and have a good time doing it. So I think that, you know, like right now, you know, we're playing, you know, everywhere we go, there's somewhere wearing a death metal shirt, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. All right. So, any bands, any kind of newer bands that you're actually listening to or following?
Well, it just depends on, you know, what are you listening? Well, you know, like, I just got a new CD from my friends in Unbreakable Hatred for like fans of Misery Index, Dying Fetus, Origin, like the technical stuff. That's super sick. I've been listening to this band called Serpent Crown. It's way different. It's sludgy. It's got a girl guitar player. It reminds me of like Today Is the Day, but it's got thrash elements. It's pretty cool. I like that for something different. You know, for Doom, I like Yob. You know, I don't know, like, you know, it's hard for newer stuff. I'm still a traditionalist. I listen to early Roadrunner and Earache stuff is my main squeeze. You know, that's what I usually go to. But
stick with what you like.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'd like to just say thank you for sitting down with me. I know you're probably sore as hell from getting hit in the face with microphones and just literally destroying that fucking venue. But
oh no, man, I could have done it before, but I just didn't cross paths, so had to get stuff done. But we got the interview done, and thank you for it, and thanks for coming to the show and checking out.
Any like shout outs you want to yell at, like friends, your mom, anybody at home?
Yeah, Mom. Thanks for, putting up with me, listening to this crazy music, and letting me play guitar all the time. And, that my family maybe didn't understand it when I was little, but they did believe in me, even though it was a crazy dream. So, thanks again, Mom and Dad. My sister always stood by me, and so, it's pretty cool. Like, I know a lot of families probably are like, what the hell is this music? But sometimes, I'm sure like there was things when they were growing up their parents didn't understand either, so I'm very fortunate in that. So
well, I'd like to thank you again, and
yeah, thanks for the interview.
I'm sure you want to get to Canada, so
yeah, I just got to help load out on the wimpy one, so
appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for the interview, man.
Yeah,
and just send it over to the Facebook, just send a message, and
then actually